People's Banking Company and Consolidated Biscuit Company are committed to education in the McComb area and are proud to support McComb Middle School in today's News 6. Local support has also been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.
Hi, we're the 6th grade class of McComb Middle School, home of the Panthers. Welcome to News 6.
Hi, I'm Brad Lawsey from McComb Middle School. Welcome to News 6. With today's first story, here's Tricia Riker.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to fight a fire? Many small towns in Northwest Ohio rely on volunteer firefighters to protect us from fires and other hazards. Kimberly Ritter and Amanda Williams took the 6th grade to the McComb Fire Department to find out more about it.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Ritter.
And I'm Amanda Williams.
We're here at the fire station talking to Chief Don Courtwright. Chief, what kind of special clothing do firefighters wear?
We have what they call turnout gear, which consists of boots, turnout pants, coat, gloves, a hood, and a helmet with a visor to keep the firefighters protected from injury.
What kind of training is required to be a firefighter?
It takes 36 hours. You have to be 18 years old, a graduate of high school, and then you still get 36 hours of basic training to become a basic firefighter.
How do you know when there's a fire?
Alarm goes off on our pager, which all of the fire department has. Once we hear the tone, they get a voice message. Everybody responds from wherever they're at to the fire station, and we proceed on to the fire.
What kind of trucks does your fire department have?
We have 3 pumpers, 2 tankers, a grass truck, and an equipment truck, and that responds to different type fires.
What kind of special equipment do you use?
We have axes, different size hose. We have fans to take out the smoke, a number of different things.
How long does it take to respond to a fire?
It depends. Do we respond from home or our businesses where we work? We're a volunteer department. So we come to the station, we put on our gear, we take the appropriate equipment and respond lights and siren to the fire that we're responding to.
What should children do if there's a fire?
First thing to get out of the house. Call the fire department from a neighbor's house, and do not go back in after anything, pet or valuables.
Thank you, Chief, for showing us the fire department.
You're welcome, and come back anytime.
Now back to the studio.
Today's News 6 is produced by McComb Middle School. Our town is located just 7 miles east of Findlay. The town of McComb was founded in 1847 and has a population of 1,700.
Have you ever looked under the hood of a car at the engine? Wondered how early gasoline engines worked or what they were used for? Well, Mr. Dean Ewing can answer these questions because he is a collector of antique gas engines. News 6 reporter Tabitha Crace has the story.
Hi, I'm Tabitha Crace, and I'm here talking with Dean Ewing about his antique gas engines. When did you start collecting these antique gas engines?
About 25 years ago.
And how old is your oldest one?
My oldest engine is 1910. It was given to me by a friend. It was very bad condition. It took a lot of work to repair it. I had to get a gear, put some teeth in another gear. It was designed to pump water, and it's here, it does pump water.
Why do you collect these engines?
I grew up on a farm, and my father had one to pump water for the livestock. And the engine didn't run. My brothers and sister and I had to pump the water for the livestock. So I got interested in keeping the engine running.
How do these engines work?
Very much like your automobile engine, but they're much older and much cruder. They have a They're one cylinder. They have a piston, a connecting rod, and of course a crankshaft and the flywheels which store the energy. They run on gasoline. That's about it, I guess.
How many antique gas engines do you have, and what do you do with them?
Approximately 30. I repair them and take them to antique machinery shows.
Which one is your favorite and why?
It's the 1911 6-horsepower International Famous. It's my favorite because it is rare and runs very nice and attracts a lot of attention at shows.
Thank you, Mr. Ewing, for sharing your antique gas engines with News 6. This week's Kids View asked the 6th graders from McComb Middle School about making movies. Here's what we found out.
Hi, I'm Christy Connolly with today's Kids View question, which is, if you could make any movie, what would it be about?
I would make a movie about football because I enjoy playing the sport.
I'd make a movie about cats because I really like cats.
I would make a movie about race cars because I like watching race cars.
Our last story is about a family-owned business that makes one of my favorite foods, pizza. Tony Wells and Pam Schaefer visited Smutley's Pizza Company in downtown Macomb to find out more.
Hi, I'm Pam Schaefer.
And I'm Tony Wells, and we're here talking with Diane Smith of Smutley's Pizza. Diane, how did you get started in the pizza business?
Well, we've always wanted to have our own restaurant, and as a family, we decided to pull together, and this building was available, and we just decided to start.
What kind of pizzas do you serve?
We have 3 styles of pizza. We have a hand-tossed pizza, an original crust pizza, and a deep dish pizza. The reason we came up with these 3 was we experimented before we opened up, and we had families and friends come in, and we tried different sauces on them, and that's what everybody decided they liked, so that's what we went with.
How do you make a pizza?
Well, you take the dough. First, you have to throw it all together in a big mixer and mix it all up, and then you roll it up into little balls, and then you take the dough and you put it through a roller and toss it up in the air so it gets round. Then you take it over to the stand, you spread the sauce, and you put the cheese on and the toppings.
What is your favorite part of running the business?
I think dealing with the people and being my own boss, and it's just a lot of fun.
What kind of background is required to run a business?
Well, you need to know about math, you need to know about cooking when you own a restaurant, you need to know how to get along with people. And you need to know how to get along as being an employer, to get along with your employees, to run the payroll. It's just a lot of things.
Thank you for talking with us, Diane.
Now back to the studio.
This week in Critics Corner, McComb Middle School selected the stories to solve, folk tales from around the world, compiled by George Shannon, illustrated by Peter Siss. The stories in this book come from folk tales of other countries. Each story is a mystery or puzzle the reader must solve. This book is fun to read and to share with a friend, because sometimes 2 heads are better than 1 when solving puzzling stories.
That's all for this week's show. Be sure to tune in next week with the 6th grade class of Bryan Middle School with Visits News 6. The People's Banking Company and Consolidated Biscuit Company are committed to education in the Macomb area and are proud to support McComb Middle School in today's News 6. Local support has also been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.